protector test here in this men's under 75 kilogram category grouping. Category K, 44 different levels of capacity. Who's got the capacity to advance here? We're on to the match, much awaited from both men. Getting them footwork here into the open stance. Back leg turning kick attempted there from Turcato. Garagarza shifting round. The Spaniard, the slightly taller of the two. Nice hook kick attempt there, just forced up the push kick. Well, there it was again from Garzada. Manages to score the 2-pointer. Well, deep into the last minute here, opening round. You can see for yourself the scores. All tied up, back leg turning kick just missing. Lovely footwork from Turcato, slipping and sliding. Working well here, back leg, back kick attempt there from the Spanish fighter, Amado Garagarza. Understandable impasse, both men. Much of a muchness in terms of quality here. Looking for a space, change of stance from both men. And they've obviously studied each other. They'll have a chance to go back and discuss it with their coaches. Much to ponder. 2 points apiece at the end of, well, it's been a good first round. Back leg missing there from the Brazilian Turcato. And that brings the first round to a close. Well, Amado Garagarza, the taller of the two, he's the man in red. Nathan Turcato, the Brazilian. 2-2 at the start of this second round here, all to play for both men. Good pushing, you're now allowed to push in Taekwondo. Nice hook kick round the corner there from the Spanish fighter, Amado Garagarza. Scores nicely. Garagarza has been good value for this lead. Nice change of stance from Turcato and scores. And a little stick and change left, did well with it. Tries a back leg turning kick again. Turcato. Good aggression from the Brazilian. Changes stance, leaves a space. And filling it with his right foot there. Garagarza scores nicely. That's his extra point there for the Gamjon 2. Good shot there from Turcato. Well, you could hear that one from halfway down Baker Street in London. Landed it with great power, the Brazilian. And stung a little bit there. Garagarza, made of tough stuff, just shakes it off but leaves a space. Turcato seals it with a nice change and left leg on the inside, and he's changed the dynamic of this match. Has a Brazilian back leg turning kick again. Garagarza trying to mount a real attack now. Good work from the centre referee, just making sure that the protectors are in place. A little bit of a Gamjon. Oh, did well not to fall there. Well, I thought it was going to be a Gamjon. The acrobatic efforts of Nathan Turcato. What a round for the Brazilian. And 2 point gap for him. Nathan Turcato, his first go at the top level here for the World Championships. He's making a real impression. Trying to push towards the medal rounds. will of course come after the 1 PM. Well, that's the allotted time that we've got so far. It could run quicker, and indeed a little bit slower, depending on just the logistics, getting the referees ready, getting the fighters ready. Lots of learning here on day 1 of the World Para Championships. But running smoothly so far. Not so smooth for Garagarza of Spain, as he tries to step forward. A couple of turning kicks to the body. Doesn't score. Not for the want of trying. Open stance now. Both men eyeballing each other, looking for any sort of flinch, any sort of back leg space there. And it is Turcato. Well, no shortage of power on these left leg turning kicks. There's a nice little pat of respect there on the inside. An unintentional clash of legs. That one was intended, and it scored cleanly. Garagarza pulls himself back into this one here. Nathan Turcato tries with one of his own patented back leg turning kicks. He's been really good, the Brazilian. On this one, very hard to separate them, as the scoreboard would attest. Are we going into the golden point round? 20 seconds to decide. Back leg turning kick there from Garagarza. Gets himself in the lead. Nathan Turcato tries with the big high value back kick. Leaves himself betwixt and between. Staring down the barrel of a defeat here. The Brazilian, he's been so good so far. Tries another shot on the inside. Garagarza scores 14-12 into the last 5 seconds. Nothing to separate them other than the referee. Is it going to be the Gamjon for holding? It is. It's a 1-point game. Just about to be added on. It should go to 14-13. The Gamjon was given. There we go. Into the last seconds. Turcato tries to shoot. Can he score? Can he pull himself back in? The Brazilian. The clock beats him there in the last seconds. Amado Garagarza of Spain, well, he had to work for that one all the way through. But what a performance. Nathan Turcato so close there, and by the finest of margins, it is Garagarza who advances. Well, I feel a little bit sorry there for Nathan Turcato. Got himself back into it, had the game plan right. But the better man, Amado Garagarza, he is into the next round here.